Every fall, a peculiar scent fills the air, a mix of cinnamon, nutmeg, and just a hint of something sinister. Pumpkin spice. To most, it's just a beloved seasonal treat. But what if I told you that pumpkin spice coffee, the hallmark of autumn, was actually a government invention, a scheme designed to control our minds? Or at least that's what they wanted it to do. Let's rewind to the late 1990s. The internet was still in its awkward teenage years, Y2K was the greatest threat to humanity, and the government was quietly pouring millions of dollars into secret projects. Classified documents from the Institute of Subtle Influences and Aromatic Persuasion, or ISAP, suggest that somewhere in a nondescript lab deep within the University of Eastern Avocado Studies, a team of scientists stumbled upon a shocking discovery: the pumpkin. It turns out pumpkins aren't just for carving or pies. According to a 1997 study published by Dr. Sylvia Nuttersworth, the subtle combination of spices associated with pumpkins held a unique chemical structure known as Curcubitaxin B7. Allegedly, this compound had the potential to, quote, influence brainwaves and control basic decision-making processes, or at least that's what the scientists hoped. Reports indicate that the initial tests were conducted on unsuspecting volunteers, who were invited to taste test new coffee blends in a government-sponsored cafe in the basement of the Department of Inconspicuous Affairs. However, to the dismay of the researchers, instead of turning the population into obedient zombies, the pumpkin spice blend simply made people really enthusiastic about fall. Dr. Felix Marrow, head researcher at the Center for Spicy Affairs, noted in his confidential report, rather than inciting a state of hypnosis, subjects displayed increased enthusiasm for sweater weather, seasonal decor, and discussing the merits of hayrides. In short, the government's attempt at mind control turned into a seasonal craving that swept the nation. Realizing they had accidentally stumbled upon a new form of addiction rather than mind control, the government quickly pivoted. According to leaked emails from the Spiced Beverage Coalition, a top-secret think tank funded by the Department of Autumnal Affairs, officials decided to monetize their accidental discovery. Thus, the pumpkin spice tax was born. Each fall, coffee chains are required to pay the government a pumpkin spice production fee for the rights to use the coveted spice blend which, as it turns out, isn't just cinnamon and nutmeg. Unofficial reports claim it includes extracts from rare Peruvian squashes and a dash of classified substances known only by their code names, like Pumpkin 42 and Nutmeganet X. In an internal memo dated October 2001, Dr. Harold Snickerdoodle of the University of Squash Manipulation explained, "The introduction of Pumpkin 42 enhances the flavor profile while ensuring a mild dependency in consumers, akin to the effect of a warm hug on a crisp October day. The psychological impact is profound. People will wait in line for hours just to get their fix." By 2005, pumpkin spice lattes had become a multi-billion-dollar industry, with an estimated 20% of the nation's GDP tied directly to pumpkin-flavored products. And yet, most people are blissfully unaware that every time they sip that spicy, frothy beverage, they're paying an extra 5% pumpkin spice tax. Where does this money go? According to conspiracy theorists, it funds a clandestine government project to develop a new, more potent mind control formula. One that might actually work this time. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that the government's original plan was a failure, that pumpkin spice's only real power is its ability to incite a frenzy of Instagram posts featuring oversized scarves and decorative gourds. A classified report from the Institute of Seasonal Habits and Odd Obsessions revealed, subjects exposed to high doses of pumpkin spice over prolonged periods exhibit symptoms including an uncontrollable urge to visit apple orchards, inexplicable cravings for baked goods, and the purchase of impractically large candles. The report notes that while these behaviors are not harmful, they do significantly boost retail sales in the fall quarter, conveniently lining government coffers. Of course, there are still questions that remain unanswered. For instance, why does the government release the pumpkin spice flavor in early September, weeks before pumpkins are even in season? And what about the strange rumors circulating on the dark web that suggest an even more sinister project? The pumpkin pie 2.0 formula, rumored to be in development as we speak? One thing is for sure, as you sip your pumpkin spice latte, feeling that comforting warmth seep through your veins, just remember, it's not just a drink. It's a seasonal addiction that keeps the wheels of government turning. And who knows, maybe next year they'll finally crack the code for pumpkin spice mind control. But until then, enjoy your latte, pay your pumpkin spice tax, and remember, the government is always watching, especially during sweater weather. The documentary was created by the University of Real Not Fake Documentaries.